Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Chaffee. It's Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes at the midday hour. I've been kind of playing with the schedule with Weather in 5 the last couple of weeks or so, just because of the situation at hand with the coronavirus and everybody sitting at home. Just trying to take a little bit of time out during the day to just go out and take a walk. It's very quiet where I am. I hardly run into anyone. So just trying to grab a little chance to relax. I figure if I move everything over a little bit, it'll work out. So I hope everyone's, trying to deal with all the things we have to deal with these days, and then of course being stuck indoors makes it tough. The weather today not really all that promising. We've got a lot of clouds around and just a very raw gray spring day. But if you look out to the west, there is some cloud cover opening up here around the Great Lakes. So that bodes well that we could see at least a little bit of improvement on Thursday. But the pattern still remains pretty busy, and we're seeing weather systems that are going to be coming across the U.S. as we head into the weekend. So it appears that we're in a situation where everything is going to be in and out, in and out. Now, here's a look at the radar at midday. There's a shrinking area of rain that has made it into southern New Jersey and parts of south central and southeastern Pennsylvania, down into Maryland and northeastern Virginia. The northern edge of this is not likely to push any further north than it already is. So, this is just going to gradually slide out as we move through the afternoon. If you are seeing some rain, you will see that rain gradually come to an end. And it also looks like while there are a couple of heavier downpours here and there, most of the rain is on the light side, particularly on the northern end of this. So it's just more of again, an inconvenience today than anything else. And looking at the surface map, we have low pressure in eastern North Carolina. There is a bit of a high that's up in Maine that has built in. So we have an east wind, and that is, as we said, keeping things pretty raw. Temperatures are mainly in the low and mid 40s just about everywhere, starting from northeast Virginia and going all the way up into the Hudson Valley in southern New England. You go a little further north, and actually you start to see a few spots in the mid and upper 30s. So stays chilly for the rest of the day. I was thinking temperatures more than likely will not be getting out of the 40s today. Now, as far as severe weather is concerned, just want to give this a look here. There's not too much happening today across the U.S. It's actually fairly quiet now. Just a couple of areas that are being indicated at risk for a couple of a few scattered thunderstorms, and that's it. Nothing severe. For tomorrow, Thursday, we're looking at a small area of marginal risk that pops up in parts of Kansas and Missouri, with an area of thunderstorms indicated from there eastward into the central Appalachians. And then on day 3, which is for Friday, this is Friday into Saturday morning, we start to see, and I think we're probably going to see this area grow a little bit, an area of marginal to slight risk in the middle Mississippi Valley. And as far as day 4 through 8, and we always like to look at the fact that SPC might put risk in this 4 to 8 time frame. This is their long range. So if you see it in the long range, which you do on day 4, that is Saturday into Sunday in northern Mississippi and into western Tennessee, easternmost Kentucky. That is pointing to something that they think is probably stands a very good chance of happening. And more often than not, those areas do wind up being expanded. So we're kind of going into this sort of blocky pattern, which means that weather systems are going to take tracks mostly to our south, and that puts us at risk for onshore flow. So much of the time over the next week to 10 days or longer, we're probably going to see temperatures running below average. That doesn't mean that we can't have the odd day where temperatures warm up. It's just that that's what it will be, the odd day. Now, here's our low for today. It moves out. Weather conditions improve. So I think tomorrow we will see some sunshine. Temperatures away from the coast will probably climb up into the 50s, but near the coast, more than likely staying in the 40s because we do have a bit of a northeast wind. Now, going into Thursday night and Friday, we've got a weather front with another low that comes in Friday morning. You can see a few showers there across parts of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Long Island, and southern New England coming in Friday morning into the afternoon. Then that moves away. But then we have low pressure in Oklahoma, and this is early Saturday morning with a high over upstate New York. That high is going to try to hold a bit as this low moves northeastward, but that puts us in a bit of a quandary here for Saturday, and I think we'll have clouds and some showers to deal with, and a bit of a warm front that sets up at this point. And you can see on the map here, looking at a low, and you've got this sort of frontal boundary that sets up to our south. So it does, I think, lead us to the idea that the weekend here in the northern mid-Atlantic to southern New England is not going to be a good one. And here's how the GFS actually has a bit more of a dire look from the standpoint of clouds and rain. Maybe dire is not the right word, but just weather that's not going to be very nice this weekend. The warm front with the low in Iowa, and you see the rain that's going to be ahead of it during the day, Saturday into Saturday night. And maybe there's a chance that we could see a little bit of improvement here on Sunday. So we'll talk more about that tonight on our Joe and Joe Weather Show. My colleague Joe Rayo at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We've been getting special guests on the show, which is really nice, and including them. We had 5 of us on last night. My former colleagues Addison Green, Brian Fitzgerald, Andrew Pinheiro, Joe, and myself. So we were one show, just basically a screen with Brady Bunch boxes on it. So tune in 7 o'clock on my YouTube channel, Joe Chaffee. And of course, don't forget to keep updated on the weather by downloading my free weather app. Oh, it goes out of focus. Have a great day, everybody.